Socrates was a prior to Aristotle and Plato. And if you go and watch me on YouTube under the playlist Foundations of Deconstructing Patriarchy, History and Mythology, you will learn that patriarchy took 2,500 years to embed itself into our zeitgeist to become the socio-political structure that it did. It started around 3100 BC and ended about 600 BCE. So Socrates was 470 to 399. So he was the closest to the end of that 2,500 year period. So there was still some residual goddess priestesses that were around. It was a gradual process of removing the feminine and the female and from the goddess and political structure. So to me, this makes sense that he might have had a priestess still. But by the time Plato and Aristotle came around, they were about 1,000 years after the end of that first 2,500 years that it took to embed patriarchy, 1,000 years into nothing but patriarchy being around. And if you look at their thoughts about women and men and how women were incomplete men and that they just didn't develop the right genitalia because they were incomplete men and that they were therefore the second sex, then this is the ideology that got built into the Bible and into everything that was written by the Bible, men that wrote it, and even into Jesus's days. If you want to understand how I'm understanding this stuff, which I think is foundational for any of us to be able to make heads or tail of what's going on right now, go to YouTube. Link is in my profile. Go to the playlist, Foundations of Season 1, Foundations of Deconstructing Patriarchy.